What is up, everybody? It's Sunday night. It's 7 o'clock. And it is that time for Game Beyond the Box. And yeah, we're a little, I don't think everybody realized what time it was yet. The whole panel is not here yet. So guess what? You got to do what you got to do. Fuck them. So
two-man show right now.
That's it. We've done worse. But let's do it like we normally do it.
Yeah.
So, Piniac, what have you been up to, dude?
Oh, not so much. I know you guys have the big Memorial Day weekend going on, so hope everyone's enjoying that, especially everyone in the chat who's also U.S. based. But as far as what I've been doing gaming this week, I managed half an hour of Hellblade 2, and then I had to quit out of frustration, so we'll get to that, I'm sure. And just working on still playing Stellar Blade a bit too. But yeah, there you go.
Nice. Oh, and Sir X, man, you were supposed to be on with us tonight, weren't you? I forgot to send you a link, dude.
Get him in here.
Yep. Oh, give me just a second. I'll send you a link. Hang on just a second. I'll put it in the chat, actually.
Oh, an open invite. Ooh, spicy. Oh, what did I do?
Yep, give me just a second, X-Man. I'm working on it. There you go. Link is in the chat.
Open invite, I guess. I had no part in this. Wasn't my decision.
Hey, I don't care. And anyway, of course, I finished up Hellblade 2 yesterday. And you know me, I've been playing Call of Duty. I tried to play that new Homa game. And I got to admit, I liked it in the beginning. It started kind of wearing my patience thin about midway.
Which one?
That Homa Part 2. That
is it some weird horror game?
Yeah, kind of. You got to search, and dude, everything has to be a clue, and I do mean everything. You have to find it yourself. It doesn't give you any hints, and there's so many documents you've got to find, and I don't know if it expects you to read all that shit or not.
It's called Coma 2.
Yeah, or Broom or something. It's got this big long title. I played the first one, and the first one was great, but it's set in Canada. And the first one was really good. I enjoyed the first one. So the second one showed up in Game Pass. I was like, oh shit. So, but anyway, first we're going to get to our little topics here, and I'm going to discuss my favorite thing with you right now at the moment. And let me pull this up. Here we go.
Hostile detected. Weapons hot.
Activating sonar.
Enemy spotted. This game is what happens when you buy your first-person shooter from Wish. I'm sorry. I have put 10 hours into this game, and it's just, there's nothing about this game that roughly makes sense to me. And yes, I know what people are going to say. Well, you're a Call of Duty player. Yes, I am a Call of Duty player. That's probably why I can't stand this game. The hit detection is shit. There's actually a video yesterday I watched. Somebody posted it onto Twitter. He was literally shooting 6 feet in front of the character's head and getting headshots. And, you know, people were like, that can't be right. But no, that is totally right, because that's how bad this game is. And I'm seeing people defending it on all over social media, saying it's a Call of Duty killer. No, it's not. And even the graphics on this game is so dated. It looks like something off the PS3. Actually, I think Mag on PS3 looked better.
Yeah, Darts Practice. That game is shit.
Dude, it is just, it's this. I mean, it. And the funny part, everybody's praising it because it has no skill-based matchmaking. Well, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to be praying for that in about a week. Because what's happening now, and I played a couple of matches earlier today, you've got the dudes already in there quick scoping. They're already doing the speed god glitch. Because I watched a guy, man, zoom from one side of this map to the other. And he was quick scoping as he went. And I don't know how the hell he was doing it. He was a level 3.
Oh, nice.
And the leveling system in this game is just terrible. Because at level 3, you had the same sniper you start off with. And I had no idea how he was quick scoping. Well, yeah, I do. But
mouse and keyboard.
It's just bad.
Mouse and keyboard.
The spawning is a joke. If you get killed, you go all the way back to the beginning of the map where you started. So there really is no random spawn. I played a match Saturday where the enemy team just sat right outside our spawn because they knew we were going to spawn there. I mean, you only get another option. So they literally knew where to hide and kill you as soon as you spawn, and even before you can get out of spawn. So yeah, I don't get it.
Remember when we first started playing video games? I mean, especially online shooters. Every online shooter, when you start, when they started, every new one had free-for-alls. Free-for-alls was your win or die. Now these games are coming up with all these different schemes and different ways to play, but they don't have the basic free-for-all. Free-for-all was like Halo had free-for-alls. Unreal Tournaments had free-for-alls when they came out. Call of Duty's had free-for-alls when they came out.
Well, Call of Duty still got free-for-all.
Right, they still got it. But a lot of these shooters, now Fortnite, they were late to the party because they were doing team matches at first, But even they switched over to the free-for-alls. And free-for-alls are still popular. But all these other games that are coming out, they don't have free-for-alls. So you can test it out. Figure out what's good, what's bad. It makes a difference. And a shooter.
This game just
and
bad.
I love free-for-alls. Sorry,
this is bad all the way around.
Yeah, I saw how it looked. It looked like an old 360 game, dude.
It looks like a bad mobile game.
Does that surprise you?
And I mean, yeah, it's free to play.
And it's current.
Just because it's free to play doesn't make it good.
Correct.
I can give you a long list of free to play games that I'll never play. I mean, I've played a lot and they're terrible. If you've never played a lot of bad free to play games, go to Steam. You'll learn real quick.
Yeah, buy it for $2 or play it as a free game, right?
Yeah, and the funny part is everybody talks trash about Call of Duty. Well, the store. Oh, this thing here, as soon as you finish a match, it automatically pops up and says, unlock your rewards if you buy the battle pass. And the battle pass is $40, and that's more than the one for Call of Duty.
That's more than a discount on Destiny.
I wouldn't give them $4.
That ain't even Destiny caliber.
Exactly. In general, you're right. Haze was not a very good game. I loved Mag. It's just you always played with that one kid that thought he was like the platoon sergeant for some reason with his little squeaky voice. Okay, everybody, we're going to flank to the left. Okay, Junior, whatever. But this game, dude, I don't know. I see people taunting it, and I'm guessing some of the content creators on TikTok and YouTube, maybe they're getting kickbacks from it. They're getting free stuff or something. To be
at some point.
They're playing something new just to hit the fad right now because the game is new, it's fresh. So they're trying to get clicks to watch it. Eventually, they'll fade off showing this game on stream.
And season 4 of Call of Duty starts Wednesday, so we'll see how long this goes.
What that's the what's that the warfare? I don't play Call of Duty like that. I'm a Battlefield person.
Well, they're dropping more maps, more weapons, and all that good stuff.
How many levels to grind out your cosmetics? Or it's not even cosmetics, is it? Like you get like actual better guns, right?
Oh yeah, dude. And that's another thing with this game. X Defiant really has no weapon selection. And Call of Duty, Jesus Christ, I can't think of how many weapons I have. And you can get different weapons, different schematics, blueprints, all kinds of stuff. This game's just it's
basic.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a basic bitch from Wish. I mean, like I said,
just
man,
happens to be Ubisoft at this point in time. So you know what?
it's just it's bad from beginning to end, and I really gave it a chance. I really
10
did.
hours,
I put 10 hours into it. I unlocked some achievements. And I was like, you know what? I can't hold my face up in public knowing I played this much.
My thing is, I've been saying this for about, I guess, 8 years. Where are the game testers that give you advice to make your game better? They're not involved in these games no more, dude.
Well, they are, but they're all contract labor and they don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's probably more.
They don't work internally for the studios anymore. They're all contract.
I know, but that's when you look for the contractor that's the certain type, like a certain tester for a shooter. You know, you get those people. A certain tester for an RPG. You get those people. They don't break them down. They just freelance on anybody they can get, and they'll take the money. They need to evaluate who they pick. People that have base in that particular genre that you're working on. That's what they need to do. And that'll cure a lot of these problems, dude. But
I'm gonna tell you, they really need whoever approved this game for release should be smacked.
Go hang out with Jim Ryan or something, yeah.
Dude, they need to go hang out with somebody. I'm not sure who it is, but I mean it's just, and I try not to really dog a game, but I mean it's just
you're dogging that one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's why we have choice, bro. I mean, you like what you like, and you don't like what you don't like. I mean,
like I said the other night, it's the Family Dollar FPS.
And look, you put in 10 hours. I mean, I think at this point in time, that's a pretty decent amount of time to throw into an FPS.
No.
Multiplayer game to be like, I hate this. It sucks. I think I trust your opinion in this game.
Yeah, don't worry, I wasn't looking for playing it anyway. They're trying to catch that Fortnite vibe. Let's put it out free and then see if people can buy our extra content. That's what's going on.
Yeah, but at least Fortnite started off as a different type of game before the free for all. I mean,
right? It was a survival, like horror game with when you build forts and stuff.
Yeah, because I actually played it then.
A lot more people are playing it without the building now.
I can't do it. I tried once a couple of years ago. I just can't do it.
The build, man. Some of them people in Fortnite build quick, dude. I'm like, how did you get that stairs all the way up in the sky so goddamn fast?
I'm not into third person shooters like that. I prefer my first person. So I don't know. Third person shooters. I think the Division ruined that for me.
Nah, that's like how I felt when I don't know. I don't know. Rainbow Six was a different beast. The original.
I love the original Rainbow Six.
I love Rainbow Six 1 and 2. I love the server's still up and running too. I've been in them.
And those and the original. Oh shit! What's the name of it? Far Cry. We used to play Far Cry multiplayer for hours on end.
The servers of Ghost Recon are still up too, dude.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like the only two people that keep their servers up and running, and it's weird. EA likes to cut their shit. We all know that, but it's Ubisoft and Microsoft. They're the only one that keep their old servers running, dude.
I'm surprised Siege is still running.
Siege has a cult following, dude.
Yeah,
it does.
Siege is making them money. I didn't like Siege. I mean, I got it, but I did bought it day one. But
That game's got some serious. That they have a serious player base. That game, does, I
yeah,
think. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm so old school Rainbow Six dude. That's probably why I didn't really cater to Rainbow Six Siege.
Now, if you want to test nostalgia, I went back and tried to play Rainbow Six Vegas, and that was before you had your standard controls for shooters. Now,
Yeah, that's when you can peep around the corner and clock somebody. I love that.
Well, that shit had me all jacked up because you were hitting like the B button to fire and all this.
Yeah,
and
I know.
oh
I had
my
to readjust.
God.
Yeah. But once you got used to it again, it felt good.
No, not to me. It didn't. I couldn't do it.
Well,
I could not do it. I'm so used to it now.
Call of Duty person now. I used to love to peep around corners, man, especially with terrorist hunts, dude. Oh man,
oh yeah, I loved playing the terrorist.
They got the best terrorist hunts ever. Remember Rainbow Six Black on the OG Xbox, where you had 8 people playing terrorist hunts?
Yep,
all together. That was vicious, dude.
And remember the multiplayer. You could actually take a picture of your face with that Xbox camera.
Yeah, with the
on your character. That was
one
hilarious.
On the 360. Yeah, I remember that, boy. Even though it did not, it looked messed up. It didn't even look like you.
Oh God, no! It didn't look nothing like us.
Not even close.
Yeah, not even remotely close. It's kind of creepy, actually.
Yeah, but having that camera was cool for strip Uno with women in there. That was fun.
I wasn't even going to bring that up.
Oh, it's Sunday. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't care about all that, dude. I got sent some photos. I was like, I don't even know who these people are.
Yeah, but the women were getting naked.
And after seeing the pictures, I didn't want to know.
Oh, you're talking about the other pics that popped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't trust Bomber with anything. You just can't.
This is long before I knew Bomber.
Don't ruin my joke.
Those were the days, man. Those were the days.
Oh my God. So, Scrub, you're here. Well, what's your thoughts on Defiant? X-Defiant.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I was having some bunch of computer malfunctions, but we're all good now. X-Defiant. I think it's good for a free-to-play shooter. As you can definitely tell, it's free to play for all the different skins. When you go to the store and buy, sell. And some of them are expensive as hell, but you can tell they put work into it because some of them look really nice and they're enticing. But I was like, no, there's no way I'm paying for this. I haven't bought the battle pass yet. I might do it later, but I'm having fun with it. The movement is not as smooth as Call of Duty for sure. It's definitely not as smooth. The guns need rebalancing. The fact that they have these big maps. They have great lanes for these maps, but there's no small maps like you would think for like a Call of Duty, like small map area. So if you're running with an SMG, most of your engagements are from far away because the way the lanes are made, people see you from a far away, even if you're flanking around. So a lot of your engagements when you're using an SMG just does not work versus someone else who has an assault rifle because of the distance. So a gun that you would have like an AK versus an M16 or M4 just does not have the same the hit power. The AK is about one of the strongest guns in the game right now. An SMG, unless you have practice in just dying over and over again, or you're just a pro player, you're going to die a lot until you finally get that gun ranked up for it to actually have some hitting power. So I think they're supposed to, this is like the open and trial run before season 1 actually starts. So I definitely believe in the next week or so, they're going to have to rebalance some of these guns because a lot of these guns are not being used at all because they're not strong enough. I do like the fact that there is no skill-based matchmaking. The problem is
for now.
Yeah, for now. The problem is when you're playing, it just depends on what time you get on, how sweaty it gets, because I played yesterday and was going to town during the afternoon. When it started getting late at night, it turned a big change. The maps were I got on with Ham Solo a little bit. The maps got a little bit heavier and a lot more sweatier. But the things that I see they have better than Call of Duty, which I posted on Twitter, is their UI. When you get in and you want to go open your guns, if you want to look at your character, it's a lot more smoother. The transitions are a lot better. You can see where you want to go to. You go straight to it, and you can knock that out. So I think that is great. The little training area where you can go test out your guns, all those different areas where you can test out your guns, play against bots, all of that. That is so much better than what Call of Duty has by just going to the shooting range. But that being said, is the only reason you're hearing it's a COD killer is because you've been watching you've been on YouTube long enough, so everybody's putting out their clickbait to get you to watch their. It is not better than Call of Duty. It is fun if you just want to have something different. I think the best way to play is with a bunch of your friends because it is heavily objective based. This is a heavy objective based game. If you want to just go and get kills, is a way bigger difference. Some people rack up 30, 40 kills in Call of Duty and they actually help the team win a little bit sometimes. You do that in X Defiant, you're not going to have a good time. So yeah, it's not a COD killer. I enjoy it for the time I played it, but no, this would not be something that just totally pulled me away. But I definitely will play it some more than I did with the alpha and the beta. Alpha and the beta, there was a lot of cheating going on.
Oh, I've already seen it cheating.
Yeah, and it's not as I don't see it as bad as it was, but with the ping system and everything, I think that's how they balance it out. Instead of skill-based matchmaking, they use your ping. And I went from some games being in the 20s and then some games in the 80s. So
see, that's why I'm a Battlefield person, because I'm not really a good. I'm telling you, over the years as I've been getting older, I'm not really. I can shoot people, but I'm not really that good at it. I'm more of an objective player to win the match. You know,
or what I call a bullet sponge.
But
I'm not. No, they still find it hard to shoot me because I know strategies and stuff like that. How to play in Battlefield. I've been playing Battlefield forever, dude. But I use the objectives to get my score up to help my team win. Because if you win for the team, you know, if you help the team win, you know, you're gonna have your shooters in the game, you know, in your squads and in your group. But I like playing the objectives to win, doing the things I do to progress, to get the win for it. And that's why I've always loved Battlefield. Even when I was a good shooter, that was back in the day, that was always still my favorite thing. That's just me.
You ain't that much older than some of us, I don't think.
No, dude, I'm 58. Come on, about to be 59.
Oh, you got me by 6 years. Okay.
Okay, it's a big difference, dude.
Lord Jesus, you're old.
Actually,
As you get older, it's a big difference.
You got me by 7 years.
Yeah.
My point has been made.
You got a decade on me. Plus you're old.
I'm 51 and I'm still running around quick scoping.
I'm about to be 59, dude.
You can work a computer? Holy fuck.
Yeah. You can tell it's a difference too with the game. Because this is what Call of Duty used to be when everybody's like, Call of Duty was so good. It didn't have skill-based matchmaking until like the last 6 years. So I can remember going to some of my Call of Duty older games that I had, and my KD ratio was like 1.5. Of course, I was in my 20s then. But
so what are you, 24 now or something like that? What?
No, I'm 43. Yeah, I guess I'm a baby now.
Who the hell is this asshole?
Yeah.
Compared to X-Man, you are, yeah.
So it's just one of those things. It serves its purpose. I don't think it'll fade away. I think what Ubisoft is going to try to do is make this a competition shooter where they'll have, just like League for League of Legends or Call of Duty League, because
Or
the person
Overwatch.
because the person who helped build this game up was used to be a dev for Call of Duty. And he worked on, I think, Black Ops 2. So he set this game up to be able to have a competition league for it. So
I think they
to
fired him and he
for
went
it.
and got his own thing to do. That's what I think. They fired him.
It could be.
So, Scrub, what you're saying about this is that this is going to be your game you go play when your current Call of Duty Battle Pass is long completed, and you're like, you know what, maybe I'll take a break from this for 5 hours, and you go play this.
No, I think
This
he's
will be-
saying is that when I ain't got nothing else to do, let me go play that shit.
Yeah.
That's what
This will
he's
be
saying.
when I rage quit Call of Duty. I'll be like, hey, let me go play X Define for a second, see how that goes.
When I want Wilmy to pick on me in private chat about something, I'm gonna go play it.
Exactly. That's right.
Well, I'm not downloading, and Fuzzy just became my friend on my friends list now. So don't you go asking me to play that game.
Leo, what is
What's
up,
up?
sir?
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, we hear you just
you
fine.
good.
Glad to have
Okay.
you with us.
He smokes.
Sound
I've been
great.
spending like 20 minutes trying to find my damn mic for my headset and couldn't find that, so I found my old thing. It's been a hassle. I tried hooking up my Pulse headset to it, but
Hey, the
Yeah, it
sound's
just-
good. The sound's good.
Yeah,
pain
sound
in
good.
the ass.
It's good to have you back on. I figured you'd
Yeah,
already
it's
be
been a
asleep,
minute.
getting ready for work in the morning.
Oh, I've been having shitty sleep. You know that.
Yeah, I was right there with you.
All tech is a pain in the ass. You just got to muddle through it.
Well, it kept on telling
Yeah.
me to hit the PS Link button, and there's no PS Link button on the headset. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well,
I didn't feel like
Can't be an
pulling the
issue.
I didn't feel like pulling out the manual, so I just looked for my other set and found them.
There you go. That's the best way to do it.
The bad thing
Honestly.
is the ones I usually use, my HyperX, I literally put the microphone up in case I needed it, and now I can't find the damn thing. Isn't that how it works?
Usually, yeah. Sadly,
You'll find it 3 months later when you absolutely don't need it at all.
right?
that's it.
Yep. I'm
That's
just
like
glad
when
my
you-
power came back on, so I was able to do it. You know,
Yeah,
get on
that's
I'm
here
glad
and
it was
everything.
too.
that's like that damn sock. I know I left it there. Then 4 months later, you found the other sock you were looking
Just
for.
jerk off
What was
into a
you
new
doing
sock.
with that
It's not
So,
that.
Leo, did you play X Defiant?
Yeah, on the pre-release or whatever. I got sent the Ubisoft. You know how they keep sending me stuff
Yeah.
to try stuff out early. I played it for a little bit. I picked Splinter Cell. What is it? Echelon
Yeah.
team. It was pretty fun. I like the ultimate where you just pull out the little freaking pistol to start sniping people left and right.
That's not in the game now.
Damn,
Mhm.
that sounds like my kid in Halo. A pistol sniping people all the damn time.
No, it's in the game. Echelon has it. It's your super move. It's
Yeah,
a
Oh,
pistol
okay.
that it's a
it's a
one hitter
silence
quitter.
pistol, and you go
Yeah,
like
if you
all
hit
green.
them, they die. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Wimmy,
You
I know what
just-
I'm talking about. Fuck off.
No, I didn't know it's something. I never noticed it. But I kept going back and forth from one faction to the other.
Let me
Mute that
guess, you
guy's
were
mic.
mainly
He's
Watch Dogs.
being feisty.
Oh yeah.
Mute him.
with the spider bot. But yeah, I got a couple of different achievements and then Ubisoft achievements where you could get stuff in the game too. So that was good. I enjoyed that. At least you're going to get achievements playing a multiplayer game.
Yeah. That's why I ain't got any achievements in so long because I keep playing Call of Duty multiplayer.
I miss that about games where you could get achievements in the multiplayer, dude. I don't know why they stopped that. I just
started-
don't understand that.
I started up Diablo 4 earlier and got an achievement right as soon as I spawned in.
Oh,
It's like
shit.
kill a world boss. I'm like, I did that a long ass time ago, but okay.
God, I haven't played Diablo since season 2.
Back in the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
I beat the campaign. That was it for me. They're like, go over here and do this. I'm like, why?
I'm not a Diablo person. I own the Diablo 3 and all the stuff, but I'm not I got it because I was sharing with my kids. So
The
but they
reason
like
I got
Diablo.
into Diablo is because of Bomber, the bastard. I'm still wanting my
I've
witch
always
doctor
liked
back.
Diablo.
It's like, where's my witch doctor?
Now
Or
it's time to
Crusader.
get into the main topic. All right.
It's Doom going to all platforms.
No, not that one.
That's the only
This
one I
one.
know.
Well, we found some new toys to embed trailers while we're sitting here. Are we?
Oh
muted
yeah,
right
well,
now?
yeah,
Oh,
Louis
no,
been
no,
playing
we're-
around with
Hey,
it.
look, it's Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What? Huh?
Now remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's only 1080.
Oh, by the way,
It's come out already.
did you hear that they green lighted number 3 from Hellblade?
What's that?
They green lighted a third Hellblade
Oh,
Yep.
today. Yeah.
well,
They-
I'm not going to ruin it, but if you've seen the ending, if you got to the ending of part 2, you understand why.
Man, I've seen
Officially?
a lot of endings in a lot of games, and I've never seen a continuation. So, it, Quantum Break for one of them.
Well, I want to get my thoughts on this game.
Mhm.
I finished it yesterday, and I didn't do it in 5 hours. It took
Did
me
it in
11.
3.
It did 11. I did 11 hours exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly 11 hours long. If you take this game for what it is, and I will tell you exactly what I think it is, and it may not be the opinion of some people. I've never, of the thousands of video games I've played, and that's including PC, all the consoles, handhelds, you name it. This is the most graphically, it's just the most graphically correct game I've ever played.
No bugs.
It looks so realistic. There's parts that's just kind of creepy.
Yes,
Now-
there are definitely parts like that. Mm-hmm.
When you can watch, and I don't know how many people did it. I did it because it was just a me thing after I got into the game for a while. I watched this game and looked around, and when you walk around to the rocks and different areas of the map,
And you focus
And-
on them? Yeah.
and it's morning, and you can see the dew dripping off the rocks and the trees. There was so much effort went into this game.
Mhm.
It's crazy to me. Every water puddle you see in this game has a reflection
Mhm.
of whatever is above it. And that reflection is exact. They spared nothing on this game. Just the realism is just downright creepy. If you watch their faces, every time they talk to each other, their eyes move to each other. And it's
Mhm.
not in a creepy, like Mass Effect type way. It's legit. Their eyes move to each other when they're talking. I mean, their facial expressions, everything is super realistic. And the atmosphere is crazy. Personally, I didn't like the combat in the first game. So I really don't like the combat in this one. I don't know. The parry button, it's just really fickle. It's hard to get to be able to parry anybody.
The timing
And
of
you-
it is off.
Especially depending on which person you're fighting, because some of these enemies come at you and they do 4 swings all at once, back to back, and it's almost impossible to parry all of it. The dodge button didn't always seem to go where I wanted it to go. But as far as the combat was my only complaint. The story itself was really good, I thought. And people can call it a walking sim. You can call it what you want to call it. But there's nothing wrong with a walking sim. Some really good games are considered walking sims.
Stray.
There's not. I mean, yeah, there is fighting in this game. I'm seeing people, and I'm not a fanboy, but some of these PlayStation dudes are really just stupid because I'm seeing people go, well, you can just hold up on the left stick and finish the game. No, you can't.
No.
There's no way you're going to push up on the left stick and finish this game. It's impossible. But you know, it's like
I only played 30 minutes, and I know that's not true because I had to push X twice to vault over a fucking wall.
yeah.
No, wait till you. I'm not giving nothing away, but wait till you get to the certain point where you got to climb the rocks in certain areas to look for an orb to get.
Oh yeah.
And you got to follow those other orbs to tell you where to go. Wait till you get to that part.
And like I said, you know, the realism in the game is just is phenomenal. And the point is this. It got a lot of great reviews and it deserved every one of them. It got a few bad reviews from people that you knew was going to review it badly. And I'm going to say it. You can clown me for saying it. Some people hate it just because it is on Xbox. Some of the very same people that I saw this week make videos about this game, talking about how bad it is. 2 days later, talking about I can't wait for it to hit PlayStation. I mean, pick your battle, people. But I mean, it's and the bad part, man. Like I said, it's grown ass fucking men. These dudes are in their 40s or 50, and this is the type of shit they do, and it's got to be embarrassing for their wives.
And these
Well,
are the
if they
same
are
guys
married.
who'd be like,
Why?
I can't believe you guys are out there taking screenshots and taking receipts. Well,
Can I
if
interject
y'all
for
didn't
just
say
a quick
stupid ass
second?
shit all the time,
Can I
then
interject?
nobody would do that.
Can I interject for a quick second? A lot of these guys that are complaining about it never played the game when it was on PS4. They're
Or a
just
lot of them
mad
loved
because
it
it's
when
on
it was.
Xbox.
A lot of them loved it before Microsoft bought Ninja Theory.
Yes,
But that was
yes.
years ago. But a lot of the
A
ones
visual
that
masterpiece.
are complaining now, never bought the game on the PS4. The sales were lackluster for that game on PS4. Remember, the dev said when he brought it over to Xbox, he was so happy that it sold 750 copies in less than 2 weeks. People bought it then. There wasn't Game Pass for it. He was surprised at it, and he loved it. And Microsoft said, you know what? We'll give you the bag, man, since you like us so much. Now they're hating on it. If they had bought more, there was only like 200,000 of those of Hellblade 1 sold on the PS4 at that time. So to have this massive jump when it comes to Xbox for that game, do you know what I'm saying? That's a double standard for them. You might have kept Hellblade over there and been able to develop it over there if you had bought it, but you didn't buy it. So you were putting the developer in a hole. But they bought it on the Xbox and it proved that it belonged on that console.
And the first thing I noticed some of these guys do, and I'm gonna call them out because I don't care. Dreamcast, whatever Dreamcast.
Oh, that
whatever.
idiot poker pizza
The dude looks like he's been bobbing for French fries in a McDonald's fryer.
No, it looks like they yeah, dude.
Him and Reforge and a couple of other guys.
And Red Dragon.
I don't even mention that fucker's name. He's just stupid.
He's an idiot.
But some of these guys are already talking about, oh, well, Ninja Theory is going to be sold, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, an 80 is still not a bad score for any video game. Do I think it should have got higher?
They're trying to bring it down below that.
I think it should have been higher, me personally, but am I going to argue with somebody over it? No. But if you legitimately don't like the game and you've played it, then I understand. It may not be for everybody. Not every game is for everybody. But if you've never played the game and you're passing judgment on a game you didn't play, then you're a fraud. I'm sorry. That's just all there is to it. If you play it and don't like it, I get it. Scrub said he liked X Defiant. Me, I still say it's the Family Dollar FPS.
Oh, it still is a Family Dollar FPS, but
Yeah, well,
I
see,
had a good time.
Sometimes
But-
people
I
like
don't
that.
need to be hearing about Family Dollars, Wilmy. Come on now.
Family Dollar is better than Dollar General.
I don't want to hear Dollar
well, I
General
mean,
either.
same thing. It's a
I kill
wish. It's
enough
an
with those
FPS
during the
from
week.
Wish. But the thing is, if you don't like the game, I get it. If you've played it and you don't like it, then you have a valid reason.
Like me.
But to not play the game and start making YouTube videos on it the minute it releases, you're a fraud.
Well, I didn't like the first one. I have no, anything to say about the second one because I didn't play it because I didn't care for the first one. But
And it,
Yeah.
The
it's
first
like
one makes me. The second one makes me want to play the first one now. I mean, I started it a little bit, but now it makes me want to go play the first one.
like I always say, to each their own. You know what I mean?
exactly. And the thing is, man, like I said, if you play it, you don't like it, then that's on you. But if you
Mhm.
don't play them, and we get it, it's like that post I put up this morning. I want to see somebody, because I've been on hundreds of podcasts of all different types, Xbox podcasts, PlayStation podcasts, some that claim to be neutral podcast, some that claim to be PCR podcasts. I won't name any names. Crap. But, these people sit and all they do is make hate videos towards Microsoft. Show me a video about something good that your platform's doing. Because there's not one. At least Microsoft's doing something. And I'm sorry, this is that was the best looking game I've ever played. And I own a lot of PC games. I've never played anything that looked quite like Hellblade 2.
I never
That's
thought
it.
anything could outmatch Gears of War Hive Busters, but that pushed it. Till this time, Hive Busters was the best looking game.
I'm gonna
Which one?
disagree with that.
Hive Busters for Gears of War.
No.
Now Horizon Zero Dawn, don't get me wrong, is a great looking game too.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
it's a different
single player. Yeah.
well, not only that, it's a different type of great looking game.
Yeah, that
It's
last
not
one's kind of
photo-
crazy.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah,
foliage
it's not-
and trees and not just like
Yeah.
doom,
but it's not-
and gloom and storm.
Yeah, it don't have the photo realism like Hellblade 2 does.
Doesn't have that
Mhm.
brown
That's the only
filter.
difference.
Yeah, but when Hive Busters came out, a lot of developers said we want to make a game that looks like that for Helldivers.
Oh yeah. For
I mean, Hive Busters. A lot of devs said that.
That
So
was that
bef-
Gears of War add-on, right?
Yeah, that was the Gears of War
Okay.
add-on. Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, I never
that's
played
why
it
he
because I
got
didn't like
confused
Gears
because you
5.
thought I said Gears. No, Gears look like Gears, but Hive Busters was another level.
Oh no, I was just
Out-
like trying to remember a game called Hive Busters. I was like, wait, why does that sound familiar?
Yeah. So this is the second best to me. That's the second best looking game that Xbox has put out. And take about both of them are Unreal Engine.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the game. I haven't finished it yet. I think I'm at the end of Act 3.
Oh, we about in the
Like you
same
said.
place.
Yeah, the realism that's in the game. To me, the fighting is better than the first game. Is it close to about the same? Yes. Of course, the graphics are better in this game. The sound is phenomenal, just like the first game. So I was not disappointed in that. With the visuals, is especially when you're looking out into the distance, how far that goes out, and the quality of that. Of course, with like Wilmy said, the rocks and the photorealism in the people's faces when they're talking to you. I think that's just great. I've been having a great time with it. I even like the fact when the story started, since the game has been out for the first one so long, it had like a little mini recap. So yes, if you didn't play the first one or if you didn't finish the first one, I mean, it's a little story for you. You wouldn't understand all that went along with it, but it gave you a little story about it. The puzzles, they had puzzles. I enjoyed the puzzles so far better than the first one.
I have to agree with
Again-
that. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like some of the ones in the first one.
Be pretty bad
Yeah,
if they were worse. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
no. They're
You gotta look
not
at it
worse.
this exact way to line it up.
Right. And they have some of that as well, but and then there's other parts where you got to look at the scenery to line stuff up, and you get like little secret things in the game. I think right now that for this game and what it is in the past for 1, and then you come to 2, it stepped up above everything that was done in the first. So like what Wilmy says, it's just funny when you see people who gave the game just 9s and 10s, and then this game comes out and it's it's a 4, it's a 6, it's like, okay, what was so bad this time over the first? Because everything so far to me eclipses the first one.
Well, and the
leaps
funny
and
part,
bounds.
I don't remember who it was. It was a journalist. He gave it like a 4 out of 10. And he was talking about how bad it was, how disappointed he was. But the funny part was I looked him up, went back, the original Hellblade, he gave it a 10 out of 10. And this game, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. But I'm not going to sit there and argue with somebody over it. I mean, if you didn't like it, then so be it. But he gave the first one a 10 out of 10 and gave this one 4 out of 10. And he said, well, it just shouldn't be about pretty graphics. Well, you know, if you played the first one, there's not really, I mean, yeah, there's not that much of a difference. This is a continuation.
Right.
I don't know if you came in playing this thinking that it was going to be like if you played Evil Within, if you played part 1 of Evil Within, part 2 is entirely a different type of game. That's not what they were planning to do with this one. You know, this
bring
was
up Evil Within too soon, Wilmy. Too soon.
I know, dude. But that's not. I mean, they weren't trying to reinvent the wheel. They wanted to continue her story, so they couldn't come in with some type of different. What did you want? A real time strategy, a shooter? I mean, what were you expecting this game to be?
I wanted her to be able to double jump, obviously.
Well, yeah, and you know, eat marshmallows
That makes
to grow.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Can we double jump in real life?
Every game should have a double jump. Even
Oh
the
my
original.
God!
Hey, when Eve can start to double jump and Stellar Blade, that's a good time.
Up and
Oh,
down.
Lord.
Up and down.
And I'm
not
sorry,
touching
the
that.
people,
I'm not touching that.
the people that are comparing Hellblade to God of War, that's the dumbest
They need to stop. Yeah.
comparison
Totally
you could
different
ever
game
give.
styles.
Yeah, I mean that's not even the same type of video game.
Just like comparing Call of Duty to Battlefield. Two different types of game styles.
That's not comparing Call of Duty to X Defiant.
Compare Hellblade 2 to Paper Mario.
But you know, it's just I don't, and I get it.
You really hate
You know,
X Defiant, don't you? You really
You got
does,
these guys, man, and the funny part is you have to cater. I get it. You have to cater to your audience, and you know, people like Dreamcast and Reforge. You know, they have an agenda. They have to. It's kind of like politicians in a way. You have to feed your sheep.
You want to
And
see how
that's what
bad
they
that
do.
Dreamcast guy is? Check out his video on
No.
Xbox buying Valve.
No.
Oh, dude,
He contradicts himself so many times.
I know. I've
buying
seen a
Valve.
couple of them.
Yeah,
Let me-
16 billion. Yeah, they'll take that. Sure.
I noticed something on these people in their clickbaits with all these negative things. The positive views of games are starting to get more looked at by viewers than the negative clips. It's starting to flip. I've actually been paying attention to that and checking it out for the past few months just to see how the positive views of a game are outweighing the negative views. And those people are getting more clicks, more viewers slowly and slowly for the positive. So all this negative stuff is going to die eventually.
I don't know, dude. Negativity sells, man. I mean, just look
no,
at
I'm
local
talking
news.
about for casuals that want other opinions. Casuals are the one that pay for the games.
Oh,
Casuals
casuals
don't
usually
watch
look up
YouTube
reviews.
for
I don't know,
podcasters.
man. A train wreck is what sells. I mean, look at the local news. You know,
Oh, that's
my
all
local
fucked
news
up.
channel.
That's all fucked up.
Yeah, not my local news channel tells about stories from other fucking cities. If we don't have anything happening here,
Yeah.
they post it online just to get clicks.
Yeah,
Like,
there was
oh,
a shooting
they'll
in
say-
California, and we're over here in the East South. Yeah.
Well, not like the other day, there was a story popped up on my Facebook feed from my local news channel, one of my local news channels, talking about mother slaughtered 3 children, blah, blah, blah. So you automatically click on it thinking it's somebody here in my hometown. Nope.
That's
This
horrible.
bitch is in Nebraska. Like,
What?
what the hell are you posting that here? You know, this is North Carolina.
Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm like, what
There's
the fuck are
no
you
crime
talking
in
about here?
Nebraska. There's nothing
There might
in
be.
Nebraska.
There
Well, we
might
know
be.
a lady killed 3 kids there.
There
But
might be.
Wow.
you know, and everybody's into the clickbait, and I get that. But you know, but people follow them just for that reason.
Yeah, but just
So-
like everything else, Wilmy, it dies off eventually. A lot of stuff it'll kill itself eventually.
I don't know, dude. World Star is still a really popular site.
Yes.
You know, you got World Star and all these people love a train wreck, dude. I don't
Yeah.
see it.
Negative Nancy's. They're all a bunch
Yeah.
of Karens.
Yeah,
They're
I
all a
definitely
bunch of
don't.
Karens.
I definitely don't think this game is a 10 out of 10 or whatever or 95 or whatever. I think it should be in the 80s. I think it should be higher than an 81, but at the same time, I haven't finished the game. But it's just funny how the people who are reviewing it, how much they've changed from the first one, and then the personal the player reviews. You can tell it just makes me laugh because it's a waste of time to gauge a game anymore because everybody review bombs almost every game now. I don't think it's going to be easy for any game to get 90s,
Unless
mid-90s
it's a
ever
Nintendo
again.
game.
Yeah.
Now,
'Cause
Nintendo, they could shit in a box and ship it out, and IGN to give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Because what did I say last week? I said it'll probably be around like a 88, and it's a 81. I think, Penn, you said it was going to be like 82. You were pretty spot on.
I was.
I'm
Until
just-
a couple bad reviews came in and dropped the score, and I'm mad because I was right until those bad reviews came in.
Right.
Oh, we all,
and like
we all knew that was going to happen. We all knew that was going to happen.
You're only
I was
mad because it
thinking
messes your
Logic-
fantasy league.
Yeah. I was thinking Logic.
No, I'm happy
because
for that
like,
because I didn't draft it. So someone
Oh.
got the worst score. So that's
I
good.
knew you did.
No, I'm not
Because I'm
drafting that.
thinking if it beats the combat from last game, if it beats the visuals from last game, it still gives you a good story. And then the fun thing, and I was like, oh yeah, if it beats all of that, yeah, I should be able to get an 88. But yeah, I forgot we have idiots around the world who have nothing else to do. Do I think it's an 88, me playing it right now? I'd probably say 85, 86. But like I said, I hadn't finished it all the way yet, so that could change. It's
Hey,
just
Fuzzy.
it's just
I
funny
think-
how it is now.
I think that game should get an extra 5 points across the board for not having any bugs whatsoever, and it runs smoothly with no glitches.
You true. I did not. I have not run into a bug. I have not been sent back
No.
to the start.
Even
screen.
Digital Foundry said that. They said
You're
they
right.
liked the game. Digital Foundry liked the game.
Oh, and I saw videos calling out Digital Foundry saying they're
I know. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I saw a video when I was on YouTube trying to get these trailers. One guy, and I don't even know who he was, talking about, well, Digital Foundry lied. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever.
They've been lying for this many years, and now you want to bring it up?
But actually, one of the guys I'm friends with on Twitter, the Black Viking, he's
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
a
I saw that.
podcast. He's on his podcast. They introduced some type of new rating system, and it would be nice to see people actually go with that. But
So-
Metacritic's never gonna. All you have to be is a journalist to get in there.
Some of
And
the
anybody
anybody
can-
journalists, dude, that put it in, put that stuff.
Well, I know
in.
anybody can leave reviews in there. So
That's why I don't pay attention to reviews.
Well,
yeah, I don't
user
either.
reviews.
I just ask
Metacritic
friends.
doesn't have a rating system. They just let anybody say whatever they want to say. Free speech.
Well, and the bad part, the Xbox guys do it to PlayStation games too.
Yes.
All of them
I've
do
seen
it.
But not,
they
but not
all
to
do
that
it.
extent. But not to that extreme.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yes,
Death
they
Stranding
do.
dude was dropped down to a 0. And then
Why would
Sony
they do that? It's
complained or
not
something.
that bad a game. I kind of liked it.
But the same
People
reason somebody did
console
that.
war
Yeah.
for idiotic reasons and make
Getting them
bots
Exactly.
clicks.
so they can create
Yeah.
infinite Metacritic user reviews to
Yep.
bomb and or 10 their preferred
I mean,
platforms games. It's fucking
Look how many
absolutely
followers those guys
pathetic as
have.
fuck.
And
That's
now
why
the
those
funny
user
thing
reviews
is,
don't count for anything.
now they're moving it over to Steam. Since a lot of these games are going to PC, now they're
Mhm.
going over to leave reviews on Steam.
Oh, those
But
are
luckily,
hilarious.
Steam used to make you play a game first, at least
Right.
a certain amount of the game.
Not anymore.
Oh, they got rid.
I don't know.
No, they still have that. You have
No,
to
they
buy it.
changed
You
it.
have to buy it.
You have to
for
buy the
2
game.
hours
They've
or
had that
something.
for like
no, that's the
free.
refund policy. Sorry.
Yeah, you
No,
had
they
to have
changed
that.
their refund policy too.
Yeah, but you had
You
to
can't.
have.
It's not. It used
Go
to be it was like 2 hours,
Mm.
and then you couldn't refund it, and now it's like 30 minutes, I think, or something like that.
Right. If it's
I can't
under
remember.
2 hours, and it has to be not played for 14 days.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, Microsoft has that same rule, except Microsoft gives you what 4 hours if you pass the 4-hour mark, and 2 weeks before the refund.
And
That's
Sony
all.
might as well just hang it up. They ain't gonna give you a refund.
They ain't giving you shit.
And Nintendo will turn around and sue you for it.
Yeah, you try to get a refund from Sony. I mean, I'm not trying to say that, but it's true. You try to get a refund from Sony, they gonna ban your account.
I am 1 for 1 in asking for a refund from Sony. 1 for 1.
Wow, you got lucky.
You got lucky.
Hey,
Damn.
I'm just very courteous and polite with when I ask them.
Well,
to
I
give me
was
my
too,
fucking
and
But
you know
money.
what?
you've all heard them stories. But you've heard.
Will
them
be trying to say
stories,
he was
right?
cursing polite.
I know
No, dude, I was. And you know the funny part? The guy on text for goes, "Why you got so many consoles?" I was like, "Why is that any of your concern?" And I was like, "Dude, it's not letting me play the game, and that's not my fault." I
Correct.
was like, "I own hundreds of games, but it's telling me I can't play because I didn't purchase it." He goes, "Well, why did you purchase it on this one?" I was like, "Because I have 3 consoles." I was like, "I switched my profile from one to the other and play the game." And I said, "It's not letting me do that." He goes,
He's obviously.
"Why do you
trying
need
to
so
fire
many?"
How dare you?
I was like, "Whatever, dude."
How dare you be a gamer, Wilmy Hood? How dare you
I
be a
just ga- I
gamer
gave-
and
I
want to
gave-
play
I gave up.
everything?
I gave up. I
You
told him, I
should-
said, "You have a great day, dude."
You should have told me you're a reseller.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Should
should
have told
have.
me you're building a bomb with your PlayStations.
Yeah,
Wait,
Wow.
you do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
But that
You
was
do
my
that with
thoughts.
the PS3. I heard. Remember that rumor? It's so powerful you could use it to compute NASA.
Folding at home. Go put this program on and leave it on so you can help us. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do.
And I had a PS3, and I was like, okay, let me try to help NASA. Nothing.
I had the big fat one. The one is backwards compatible.
Yeah, I had the one that's backwards compatible too. The 60 gig. Yeah. Oh, is that the 40 gig?
Or the 20 gig. Well, who knows? There were so many.
It was
There
a
were so
60
Yeah.
gig.
Yeah. Okay, so I did have the back. I got the one with the U something. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on Hellblade. I gave it a 9 out of 10 because I understood her story. It's a story about mental illness. And if you
Yes.
get to the end of the game, you sit back and you scratch your head and you're like, did all this really? And then you're like, I don't know.
Man,
like
I was
that.
playing
Yeah.
Hellblade, right? I was
Mhm.
playing Hellblade in the dark in my room with my headphones. And don't freak out. And I tell my sister, don't do that to me when I'm playing Outlast too when you come and visit. You see me playing a scary game, don't tap me, don't touch me. She come in here and tap me when I'm in like a dark cave and there's noises all around. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah. And I said, that's a good game. The minute that happened, I was like, that's a good game. And I don't know if you noticed, the graphics are so good. If you look in the puddle and you see the rocks under the puddle and stuff like that, and the sun is up, you see how the reflection of the sun starts dissipating into the rocks of the water, dude. How it actually starts fading. I was like, I've never seen nothing like that
Like I said,
either.
they didn't spare.
Jesus.
They spared nothing at all.
And
The amount of detail is crazy.
The Furies, I love the Furies. They had me rolling on some of the.
You like, please don't burn me, bitch,
Yeah.
please.
They're like, is she stupid? I can't believe she did that. You're so dumb. You're so stupid. You're stupid. It was different things. I loved it, and the sound quality. Even some of the parts. If you don't have surround sound headphones or something close to it to play this game, you're missing out. If you just got some cheapos just to play, I mean, if that's all you have, fine. But if you don't have a great pair of headsets to play this game, you're definitely missing out.
Yeah, because you shouldn't use surround sound. You really need headphones.
I don't know, dude. It still sounds pretty good through surround sound too.
It still sounds good, but I have some Sony XM4 headphones, and they're like, "Oh, I thought you played Xbox. What do you have Sony for?" Because they're
Man is a pony.
It's like people that got Sony
very
TVs.
good.
I mean, people that got Sony TV. Sony still makes great TVs. They really do.
Yes, those headphones. I swear by those headphones. They're awesome, and to the fact that even though you have cups on both of your ears, you can tell where the sound goes. It makes it, they go left to right, and then it sounds like someone is directly behind you, like whispering on the back of your neck, and it freaks you out a little bit.
I guess it depends on your surround sound.
The new Xbox headset does that too, man. I was surprised.
Because I got Sonos, dude, and it goes all the way around my room.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Sonos are just awesome though. Yeah,
dude. But I thought about something, guys. This is on the graphics part. What I'm doing, seeing SSX playing in the background of your stream, dude. What's up with that? But
that's a great game.
This game, I know I played them all. This game, if this game looks this good, and you know the coalition helped them, can you imagine what Gear 6 is gonna look like?
I don't know if it's full of robots. I ain't gonna see it.
No, I don't think they're gonna have the robots this time, too.
They need to bring back some of the original Gear ideas.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm talking about graphically.
Oh yeah, but
could you imagine?
I mean, it's not tied to the Xbox One. Yeah,
this is scary, dude. And that's a co-op. So imagine what they could do. That imagine the chainsaw effect with Unreal Engine 5, man. You thought the blood in Hellblade was bad? Just imagine the blood in Gear 6 with Unreal Engine 5, dude.
I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think there was enough.
There probably will be more, Wilmy. There'll probably be way too much blood. Then people gonna say, "Oh, that game's too gory. There's too much blood in it." I'm like, "Oh my god, can y'all find something else to complain about?" And then they'll be like, "I thought we were getting Gears on PlayStation." You're gonna hear that. I thought we were getting Gears of War on PlayStation.
I need to invite that douchebag on this podcast one weekend.
What douchebag?
Yeah, there's so many. Which one?
Right. So don't invite King Thrash. He's an idiot.
He's actually been on here once.
He's been on GRG once too. Never came back.
He actually came on here one time, and he was civil. He didn't, cause any fuss or anything. It's kind of weird.
I had to put him in his place on the show. K Mega and everybody saw me put him in his place, and he calmed down.
I'm
51 years old, and I'm not going to argue with another grown man over a game.
Yeah, most people. No,
it wasn't about the game.
Crap on the Twitter, or whatever.
Yeah, it was about Xbox doing bad things and all this stuff, and I'm like, really?
And there you go, like Glenn.
Okay. Ooh. You got some good looking games.
So I played Hellblade 2 for 32 minutes.
We know. You told us.
Yeah.
What you got?
I have played the first game on Xbox. You can check my achievements. I don't hide them like a scared little bitch.
We trust you.
Like some people on Twitter do.
Yo.
Here is my problem with the game, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the game itself. Played it on xCloud because that's where my access is right now to Xbox. I cannot invert the y-axis. So can you imagine how fucking annoying it was for me I've been inverting Y since X-Wing on PC. When did that come out?
Just like me. Flying. I'm so used to flying games. It's the same thing.
You
I like
Y?
down is up,
Y,
up
yeah.
is down. Yep.
You can't invert Y. I don't know if you can do it on series. I don't know if you can do it on consoles, but you can't do it in xCloud. So every instinct, no, you can't.
It up.
Every instinct I had was backwards, and I'm like, I'm too old for this shit. Okay?
Are you playing with the tabs on there, or are you using the controller?
I'm using the controller.
Oh, that's weird.
It was 93.
Yeah. So I've been inverting Y since 1993, and now I can't do it, and my brain is broken, and I can't adjust. And I just said, "Fuck you! I'm not. You don't deserve my time." However, with that said, in my 32 minutes of experience playing on xCloud on a 1080p monitor, I can say for one, the visuals are amazing. Even on a 1080p display, even through xCloud, the visuals are top tier, probably top. Number one, probably. For sure. And like I said, I played the first one, so I knew I was getting into it with this. I didn't expect her to be, double dodging around the walking of the rocks and all that stuff. While I understand it's a continuation of her journey, and the voices were a really cool feature in one, I kind of got annoyed by them in this one. In my time, because they're too talky. I found personally, and that's my review. Basically, I can't tell you about combat because I didn't make it there.
It takes a while to get off the beach.
I got to the first.
I just pulled it up, Pen.
I'm not sure. I googled it too. Don't worry about it.
You can invert look control Y. I'm looking at it on the Series X. I don't know about the way you said, but yeah, you can invert it.
On the
turn it on and off.
Not on cloud.
Yeah. No, I did it on cloud because I did it on my phone.
Letting you do.
I played xCloud on my phone with that game. I was playing on the phone and I inverted it.
Where?
On my phone in the menus option. I use a Razer Kishi on my phone and I inverted
it
under
input.
Option.
Is that a Razer Kishi feature?
It works with the Razer Kishi. I went into the settings, and then I went up to I forget either controller or input. Right,
you got to go to input, right. Not in controls.
Right, and
do me a favor. Go into a web browser, launch xCloud, launch the game, and tell me if you can invert the Y. Because if you can invert the Y, tell me how to do it, and I will go back to it. Otherwise,
I have it downloaded to my console now, so I won't be. To my PC, so I won't be able to do that here.
No. Oh, so you don't have Game Pass?
Yeah, I've got Game Pass. Of course, I got Game Pass.
Okay, so whenever you have a chance, throw up a web browser, go into xCloud, launch the game from Game Pass with a gamepad attached, and tell me if you can invert the Y. Because I would like to go back and play it if I could, but I'm not going to fucking do it if every single instinct of mine is backwards, because that's frustrating as fuck. Please don't. If you can do it, I would love to know.
Yeah, mine was probably saved. It's probably in my save. So when I go to save,
like when I like you said, like I googled and people was like, "Oh, you go on your Xbox and you hit your profile and you set invert Y for everything." I was like, "Okay, but I don't have that option. Can I do it from the cloud?" And I haven't found an answer.
So. Yeah, I played other games where you could do it from the cloud.
So
yeah, I've played other games on the cloud with my phone.
So I got as far as the first one where it's like you have to line up the symbol. And of course, I'm rotating the camera, and everything I do is wrong.
That would be annoying.
Like,
I hate that in games.
Done. I'm done. If I can't do this in a first party game in 2024, like fuck it, you don't deserve my time.
Yeah, I quit playing a lot of games because I couldn't invert. I'm like you. I got to invert my up and down. I got to.
I said, I've been doing it since X-Wing, which was Leo said 1993. So for what is that? 30 years.
Yeah, I don't know how people can play like that. That's just me, though.
I know a lot of people don't. Like, I asked even the guys in the chat.
My damn.
I was like, can't even invert my Y, and they called me a psychopath, which might be
Mr.
true.
Nichols, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. He's complaining because he couldn't invert. Everybody else has done nothing but praise Hellblade.
That's a 20-point mark for him. Away. We can't invert it.
So yeah, you came a little too late for the conversation, dude.
Your name's missing an A.
Oh, Hellblade 2 is the most amazing game of all time. Okay, get the fuck out of here, you fucking idiot.
Watch that'll be on Twitter. You can't even invert your controller in Hellblade. It'll be all over Twitter.
But I gave it a 9 out of 10, so everybody else liked it. Peniac's the only one that had a complaint.
I'm only complaining about that I can't do a simple feature. Like I said, the visuals are the best I've ever seen, even on a 1080p cloud streaming. So I can't even imagine what they look like on the actual Series X or PC. And the audio, which I said was good, even though the voices kind of annoyed me because I felt a little old. But I mean,
you can't download it to your PC, the game?
Oh, my PC. Ooh,
oh, no. Jesus Christ.
No.
Bomber, when did you get here?
Oh, Jesus. The only thing good about my PC, which is a laptop, is that it has 32 gigs of RAM. That's it.
How much?
32. It has no video card.
Oh, so. yeah. You got to stream it.
It's a work laptop.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Moving forward.
I'd like to say that Dreadpool guy in the chat, I don't know why he has a wrench, but he doesn't deserve it. And I don't.
Bad Dreadpool.
I don't like it. I don't like that statement that he just put down. So I don't know who he is.
Oh, and for the last topic, I'm seeing rumors floating around that the new Doom game will go multi-platform. Well, guess what? Every Doom game's been multi-platform.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the big to do is with this.
Great news.
It was even on a Nintendo back in the day.
So I don't really understand what anybody's complaining about.
Hell, Doom Eternal's on the Switch.
Yeah, I
mean, you serious? They put Doom on the Switch. I don't even want to know how that looks.
Yeah,
it's hilarious if you buy it physical though, because it's not. You have to download most of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't imagine what the graphics look like on that one.
One thing I'm looking forward to is when Nintendo actually does like reveal the Switch 2. Like I want to see if they've I don't want to say if they've learned anything, because obviously what they do very well, and it's very
they have learned, right? It works.
Right. So I want to see if like this thing comes out and it's spec'd like
it's going to be 1080p.
Like
they're going to go from
the latest rumor is that it's going to be as powerful as a PS4
Pro, right? And
that ain't bad,
like,
but that's a rumor. So and it's Nintendo.
16 gigs of hard drive space. It's like what? And everything will be on a cart. But then the cart will need you to download it, but then you'll need to buy additional storage because there's no storage on the console.
How you gonna buy additional storage?
Like, I don't know, man. It's Nintendo. They just do whatever they want.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Use an SD card. Never mind.
I bet if you put Hellblade 2 on a Switch, it would look like X Defiant.
Damn, you ain't gonna let that go, are you?
At least it still looks better in Call of Duty. Oh.
It would look just like
you're about to get kicked off, Leo, talking about Call of Duty now. Watch yourself.
I have it downloaded.
Well,
I'm waiting for
remember,
that
Nintendo
Gundam.
only runs 1080p,
I don't
so
even call
whatever game they put on there is gonna look good on 1080p if Nintendo does go as
with the
powerful
side
as
screen.
the PS Pro.
Well,
Yeah.
1080p
Oh, now
is
Guardian,
gonna look fantastic.
if you want to play Hellblade 1 and play it in a real fashion, buy it on Steam for VR. I played it on VR.
Is the
That's
combat
entertaining.
any better? Because
Well, dude, it's on VR. It's the same.
You can play Hellblade 1 in
trash.
VR.
Yes, sir. On
Yeah,
Steam, you
you
can.
can.
Wow.
Yep.
I think you can on PlayStation too. Can't you?
I don't know. I know you can
don't
on
know.
Steam. So.
They
I
do
didn't
it on
have it on.
PlayStation. They didn't do it on PlayStation.
I played it on Game Pass, baby.
Steam will
Me too.
convert. Steam converts a lot of games that are on consoles to 3D more than anybody. They do that. Regular console
Oh, it
games.
does. Cammy says it gives you the version for free now if you buy it on Steam.
Nice.
Damn it, I paid for
wow.
it. But that's been a while though.
That's
It's been
awesome.
a couple of years back. But yeah, I don't know why anybody's surprised that Doom would be multiplat because it's always been multiplat.
It's a legacy game that's been multiplat. And Phil said
Yeah.
legacy games will stay multiplat.
Exactly. So,
The word he says. So
but the weird part is though, going back to Hellblade 2, because that's pretty much all the topics we got for tonight.
that's a
I
hot
do also
topic,
find
though.
it funny
First party releases are a hot topic.
is when people are complaining about Hellblade 2, in the next tweet they post, they go, it'll look better on PlayStation. Well, you're port begging. You're
You should be
basically
used to
port
these
begging.
people by now, Wilmy. Come on.
Well,
And the
I made
funnier-
the joke about if you don't want to play it in 30 FPS, just wait till December when they release a performance patch for it.
And the
Well,
funnier
not
part of it is too.
magically not creative decision to make it 30.
I play it in 60
Just
frames,
time.
and honestly, it doesn't make a difference with the game. I play it on
Not
PC.
real,
and
not this one.
it really doesn't make a difference.
I don't see
But-
why it
Loops are
would
slow
because
anyway,
it's not like
right?
a high octane game or anything. I mean,
Just
Just remember
around.
though, the same people that bitch about Xbox games, and now they're begging for them to go to the PlayStation. Sea of Thieves, which in my opinion is probably one of the worst games since X Defiant to ever be released. That was the top selling game on PlayStation.
You know why, right, Wilmy Hood? Because it's a multiplayer game.
Dude, I mean, come on, man. And I know I get,
Let's wait till Circana releases.
Only
didn't that Honey I Shrunk the Kids game do
multiplayer
better?
games.
dude,
Grounded.
Nobody
when,
played Grounded. Like,
Yeah, Grounded. That's it.
Nobody
when
played
you're
Grounded.
buying Sea of Thieves, you apparently have nothing else to play.
I didn't buy.
No,
Sea of Thieves for the
I'm
record.
sorry.
But
That just
Sea of Thieves has a big following, even on the Xbox. They usually have.
and I don't get it. I really don't. But you know what? I mean, to each his
It's just
own.
the way it is.
You want to know something
that is
funny,
like the
Wilmy?
equivalent of watching paint dry.
Wilmy, you want to know something funny?
What's that?
I'm a founder in Sea of Thieves.
That doesn't shock me, Leo.
Do you at
I
least
played
have a good
The only
controller?
thing worse than Sea of Thieves and X Defiant is that game you streamed that time, that Raven game.
Oh my god, stuck in that damn room. Fuck that game.
And there were 5 of us trying to explain to you how to get out of there. None of us could figure the fucking shit out.
I mean, I don't like
Raven
Rainbow
game?
Six Siege, but it's got a big following.
I did find it out, by the
So-
way.
Did
You
you?
don't leave that room.
Oh,
You're
so
stuck
that
in that room
explains it.
through the whole game.
So,
Oh God! So it's like the
Nice.
Buried Alive movie with Ryan Reynolds. Years ago.
what game is this?
It was a,
So
it was a
Raven
PC
in the
game
castle or some crap
Oh,
like
Lord.
that.
Yeah. It was a PC game. We got a stream key for, so we still get a bunch of keys, but we don't fuck with them anymore. Every once in a while, we'll do one.
I don't like that game where you're trapped in a room and you got to figure your way out. Then you get to the next room and then you got to figure your way out again. I hate that game.
Well,
I
dude,
tried
that's a thing. They have escape rooms.
Right, I know. That's what it was called, escape room, something like
Yeah.
that. And I was like,
There's
really?
one called Green Room. It's kind of similar.
Wow. I
Oh
hate
hell,
that.
there's a VR one called the Back Rooms.
Yeah.
I'm
It
not
sure
touching
is.
that. That could have went so many different ways when you told me that name.
I think one of the weirdest games, though, speaking of weird games like that I've ever played was on Steam. And it's called God is in the Basement. And yeah, that was
What?
legit the title. God's Basement or something like that.
Backroom
And-
casting couch.
And dude, it was some crazy shit. It kind of reminded me of Stanley's Parable.
You gotta remember
Yeah.
Steam too. There's all kinds of crazy shit on
I'm
there.
going to tell you the weirdest game I've ever seen, and don't freak. One of my buddies did a Steam stream and invited us
One
to
of his
watch it.
buddies. Mhm.
I'm not gonna say the name because we
Finger
all know who
quotes.
he is. I'm not gonna get him in trouble because he bought the game just to see what it was like, and he invited me and somebody else in there to watch it. And I was like,
Yeah, Shower with Daddy.
no,
VR.
it wasn't VR. It was a sex game,
Oh,
animated, where you are
Oh,
seeing
dude,
people
that's-
really having sex.
That doesn't shock me at all. No.
On
I've been through the
Steam.
same library. Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is that?
I mean, they have. So I married Hitler on Steam. So
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
they
God,
got,
I
they,
got
got
some
a, they got a
weird-
game on there about Columbine. You
About
become
what?
the Columbine. You become the
Oh
shooters.
my God, Jesus Christ.
They've got a game for that too, actually. There is a game called Jesus Christ.
Man,
There's
Steam
a-
will let
is that the one where it's
anybody in
a-
there, won't they?
it's a
They'll let
2D
anybody
pixel fighter?
in there.
Because that one looked cool.
there's
And
actually a
Hammy-
3D
and-
fighter with Jesus where he has like the cross parts on his forearms.
And Indica I was looking at that earlier this morning. That is actually an interesting looking game. I started to bite and I'm like, oh, fuck it. I just be adding it to my backlog.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that game's called Waiting for the Raven.
My favorite game on Steam is this like timed racing game called Distance. I love Distance so much. That's a great game. But I want it on console so bad. Xbox, please join with Steam so I can play it on my Xbox, please.
Oh, and that rumor too. Oh my God. But
I
the
know,
only-
but
only
Steam
thing-
and what's his name been talking about that for about 5 years. Microsoft.
the only
it wasn't-
thing is, I don't think Steam is a publicly traded company.
no, it's not.
It
It's
isn't.
not.
Nope,
It's
they
not.
can do what they want, just like IGN did with those other publishers.
Oh yeah, dude. IGN just bought every fucking journalist almost.
But they've
They
been
fired
talking
them all.
about Xbox and Microsoft buying ABK, and then they've been buying up what 5 online news publisher games.
I think the biggest one
there
was
was
Rock
8
Paper
of 'em.
Shotgun.
Oh,
Yeah,
There
for
was
me,
8
it's
of 'em.
Eurogamer. For me, it was
Yeah,
Eurogamer
Eurogamer.
because
They
Eurogamer
got-
gave
They
them
got
a
Eurogamer, VG247.
I forgot about Eurogamer.
yeah, and Euro gave Hellblade a perfect score, dude.
And I'm really
And
shocked
that's why
that
everyone got
Kotaku's not
fired.
closing down. But
It's sad,
you know
dude.
what? On that note, we're going to get the fuck out of here because I'm not going to waste everybody's time. We told you basically what there was to cover for the week. So we're going to hop out of here.
And we
You're
got
not
Yeah,
wasting
Call of
our
Duty.
time.
we
You've
got
made
out,
this.
we
You've
got
made
all
this
the clown
very
podcast, so
interesting,
you're welcome.
and the flow was wonderful, Wilmy.
Yeah, because, when you know how to control your podcast, it makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
With an iron
Hey,
fist.
moderately. Okay, I'm not gonna give you all that credit, my friend.
Well, I mean, when you know how to keep the flow going, it makes the show a lot easier.
I know, right? That's true.
That's right. And Sir X-Man, if you figure out how to invert Y via cloud only, let me know. Please.
How do I let you know? Are you on my Twitter account or something?
I don't know. I'm not hard to find. Same Twitter.
I'm not-
He's
definitely
hard
not
to
hard
find.
to
Just look for
find.
the one that everybody mutes.
Yeah.
Damn, that's not gonna help because I really don't pay attention to anybody on Twitter.
All right,
really.
well, Scrub, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
You can find me on Twitter at ScrubNurse3, Scrub Nurse with the number 3 behind it. And yes, if y'all didn't know, they did announce June for Xbox Showcase that Call of Duty 6 is going to be presented there as well. But we kind of knew that.
Sweet.
No, that was like revealed like the first
Nobody
day.
guessed it, bro. Nobody guessed it. Nobody could have
Yeah.
possibly guessed that was Call of Duty.
Yeah, we'd have
Hey,
never known.
hey.
I thought it was
Yeah.
God of
Play some
War.
Battlefield with me, damn it. Play some Battlefield. Get off of Call of Duty for a minute. Take a break.
Hell no. And then I took a break to play this other Walmart Call of Duty. But anyway, you can also find me on Twitch at Scrub_Nerds. I appreciate everybody coming out.
No,
Check out
Walmart
next
sells
time.
Apex.
Legends.
Yeah, Apex is more Walmart style. You ain't getting out of the Family Dollar shooter, buddy. All right. And Leo, my brother, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Leonidas 1084 everywhere. Have a good night, everybody.
Still short and sweet, just like Fork's old pecker. All right.
Goddamn right.
Sir X, and I think he died, dude. I haven't heard from him in months now.
Yeah, I
kinda
know.
worrying me. And X-Man, thanks for joining us, dude, and tell everybody where they can find you.
My name is the same everywhere. Spelled exactly like that. On Twitter, on Xbox, on Steam, except you can't put no spaces in Steam. That's about it. Oh, you can see me on GRG with K Mega and the crew on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central. That's about it.
Fair enough. Pidiac, tell everybody where they can find you.
Here Sundays on the Twitter, same handle. And yeah, Drebel's like, don't believe that guy. He can't avert his Y. Well, I'm not. It's not my problem.
I just figured it out for you, by the way.
Did you?
I
Yeah, I
see.
didn't send it to you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please.
Oh, you gotta
Deadpool,
ask
stop
Leo.
harassing people.
That's like the O's or zeros, and you think he can just fucking harass people?
Those
Don't
are
worry,
actually
I'll
zeros,
ban
Leo.
him.
Yank his wrench, Leo. He don't need it.
If these directions don't work, you're gonna hear about it.
You're lucky we all like you, Dreadpool.
Oh, damn. Don't click on it here. Holy shit. From my dash, it says delete comment, put user in permanent timeout. That's kind of banning them, isn't it?
Sounds
Yeah,
Or
that's
ban
banning
user and delete their comments. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So many ways to ban somebody. Holy shit. But on that note, of course, you can find me here every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. You can find me Wednesday nights doing the horror cast, me and Kaneda at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we will be back this week, I do promise. It's been kind of chaotic the last couple of weeks. That whole business thing kind of comes at me kind of quick some days. And some days I'm just overloaded. And if I did make the podcast, you probably wouldn't want to hear it. Unless you want to hear me screaming and yelling at somebody in the background.
No, I want to come down there and eat some of that Southern barbecue you got down there.
We got plenty of that. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
We make it all the time.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
And you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. And that's
And
about it.
Grinder.
You ain't gonna find me on Grinder. You ain't gonna find me on Grinder. I'm having there.
Right. Fuzzy Bear
You're-
278.
That is Fork, dummy.
As much stuff as you put on Twitter, I'm surprised you're not doing Pornhub, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
the
wow.
funny part, I've never, and ironically, this may be you may think I'm funny. Number one, I don't drink and I've never done drugs, right, in my whole life. Don't get me wrong, I've smoked pot a couple times when I was a teenager. That's about it. And I have only been to a strip club twice
You got
in
me
my whole
beat.
life.
I went there
Oh,
once, and that was just to pick up a buddy who worked there.
Oh, no, and the only reason I went those two times is because we had to do a cleanup at one.
I
At least
only
you know how
been
his
one
porn
time.
videos start now.
I've only been one time myself. That's when I had my 21st birthday. My friends took me there. That
And
was
you know
it.
what else? I don't watch porn. What's the point? You've seen one, you've kind of seen them all,
Who watches porn though? Really?
Dude, I know some people that do.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
did
just
that
not one
come
of them.
from a tall white console?
I don't know what they watch it on, but I know
I'm
some
making
people
a
that
joke.
they
One of the most downloaded apps.
yes, that,
Yeah,
but yeah. Well, you can't even watch it in my state anyway.
No, you can't watch it in Illinois either. It diverts you to the site.
Yeah, you can't watch anything like that in North Carolina, which I think is ironic. They took away that, but they legalized online gambling. So
Really?
yeah.
That's not a degeneracy. Yeah, in my state, I think what they have a law where if you get on Pornhub, you have to put in your driver's license info.
Oh, they
Oh,
what?
Yeah, that's kind of
Yes,
what they did here
yes.
supposedly, and it's like,
Wow.
but now they just brought that betting site. They brought that became a thing here in North Carolina this past month actually.
Well, you know what
Mhm.
happened? Because you got more people whacking instead of making babies. That's probably why that came
No,
about.
dude,
Dude.
the problem is we're full of Southern Baptists. I
Yep.
mean, that's the problem. And for some
Bible
odd
Belt.
reason, in 2024, people still can't separate religion from everything else.
From people
And
Mhm.
I don't
enjoying
think
themselves.
religion should not be in schools. It should not be in government. Whatever your religion is, that's fine. Keep it to you. Not everybody wants to be involved.
Unless you're an official Catholic church. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But when you're in a public school, let them do what they want.
Exactly, because if you send them to a private Christian school, then that's fine.
Right.
But just because you think that your belief should be pushed on everybody, that goes both ways. For the Christians and the other crazy people that think you should address them by a certain because they can't accept themselves for who they are. Well, we're not going to go down that road. But I don't want to be. I don't want anything pushed on me from any fucking body.
What if she pushes what if she pushes herself on you? What if she pushes herself on you?
I'm muted, right? No. Okay.
No.
We hear you.
Never mind.
And I don't know if it was actually founded on religion because
ignore me, like everybody does.
It's kind of like Columbus didn't even really he kind of hit the wrong spot to begin with.
That is true.
The first time.
Not that hole. Oh, sorry. Did I say
No,
that?
there's proof that Vikings hit it first.
Wait a second. I went west? I was supposed to go east. Well, you have an awfully terrible navigator, sir.
No shit, dude. He must have had like the first GPS.
They did say he hit Plymouth Rock, right?
I think
Recalculating.
No shit.
What was it, like the Spanish that hit it first? Like because they
Turn
moved
left
up.
here. Turn.
And then they got
left.
stopped by the Comanche because they were crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, like I said, dude, history's all out of whack.
It took like 80 years for them to like take down the Comanche. They had to wait for technology to evolve.
If you ever want to figure out and see some things that you really were mistold in school, pick up the book. You can probably find it online on the ebook now. The Lies My Teacher Told Me. You will be astounded at some of the shit that's in that book.
Real quick, you heard one of them states they're trying to ban like a little picture tutorial for boys, and there's a different one for girls of how to use a potty seat.
That don't surprise me. And Rock, dude,
And
I'm
that's
sorry,
good.
man. I can't agree with that. Religion does not need to be in school. I'm sorry. I don't think so. Because you believe it doesn't mean everybody does. I've been an atheist pretty much my whole life. I'm not a bad person. My kids were not raised to be bad people. I never had one of my kids go to jail or cause problems for another human.
Me neither.
If being threatened
with
eternal damnation is the only reason you're a good person,
but
you're
my
not
kids are over 20 with no babies.
And the thing is,
Damn.
kids are bad as hell because of parents. Because there is no repercussions.
TikTok, right?
And honestly, sadly, a lot of that started with my generation, the Generation X, because we were told you can't spank your kids by the school systems.
I know, right? Now it's
punish your
all
kid.
the damn time.
And when we were kids, that shit started if everybody gets a trophy. So I mean,
I remember when that started.
I don't think it's a lack of religion issue anymore. Because religion's taught me one thing. It makes motherfuckers crazy. You know what most cults are based on? Religion.
See, guys,
crazily enough, a lot of them are from Mormon based.
I wonder what humanity would fight each other about if
religion didn't exist.
So many people didn't think their sky wizards were superior than other people's sky wizards.
Then video games would cause people to go to war.
Fuck, it'd be something.
But when me and Wilmy were growing up, you had to get your own Switch. And if you brought back a tiny one, your parent would go out there and get a Switch, drop your pants, and whoop the shit out of you.
Oh,
And
and
not a
dude, I'll
Nintendo
tell you
Switch.
real quick.
Not a Nintendo
And
Switch.
the Nintendo Switch.
If I would have been a better kid, that weeping willow tree would still be alive at my hands. And there is nothing hurts
hell
worse than a
no.
weeping willow limb. But on that note, we are out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy some games. Don't pay attention to
Memorial
all the
Day.
idiots. Yep.
Enjoy
And remember,
your
while
cookouts
we have
for
Memorial
everybody who's
Day,
having cookouts. I'll be at work because my cookout weekend was last weekend. It was a good one. It was
well, good.
Yeah,
and on
we
that
got-
note,
yeah.
I'll see you Wednesday night.